So, we all saw this, right? The K-pop Club. Returning from last year with an energetic encore, they showed everyone a routine that displayed that amazing beats and phenomenal dancing is universal. But their performance got me wondering, how much does BVN actually know about K-pop? To begin with, K-pop, or Korean pop, typically refers to a heavily audio-visual medium of music in South Korea. Record labels will audition and recruit potential stars for training and eventually debut their best in a new group. This is a very competitive process. Behind every K-pop group, each member is assigned a certain role within their group. First, there are the visuals, who are known for being the most conventionally attractive within their group, usually standing center in group photos. Second, there are vocalists, who have amazing singing talents that help them stand out in their songs. Third, there are rappers, who have taken American rap and transformed it into K-pop's own style. Lastly, there are dancers, who are known for having the best moves, sometimes receiving dance solos in certain songs. All group members must be able to do a majority of these categories, but roles are assigned in each group to highlight the strongest members. Every song has its own lyrics, dance, and most of the time there is a rap element. With changing styles and tons of groups, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let's take a look at what BVN K-pop Club does to celebrate this culture.
하나, 둘, 셋! 안녕하세요. 우리는 K-pop Club입니다. We meet every Wednesdays in Miss Sally Mini's room, and we usually watch like new music videos.
We also learn about Korean culture as well.
Yeah, we learn Korean.
A lot of the time, we kind of actually prepare for the K-pop performance.
Performing at the Diversity Assembly is a big deal for the K-pop Club. Not only do they get to share something that they're passionate about, but they also have to put in lots of work. From picking the right songs to getting the choreography perfect, there's a lot to be worried about.
We fought like every day.
Yeah, just like choosing the songs.
Let's not mention that.
The club worked extremely hard to cover some of the most intense dances of 2016. They had a number of surprises lined up and were ready to show them off.
Wait till they see this.
Yeah, oh my god.
And you're just like
right
I'm
before
gonna
the
do
boys
that.
came out, we were all just like, yes.
It's a lot to take in.
While we dance, we can hear people cheering, and it's like, yes, we got this.
It's just like the greatest feeling ever to like go through the dance that you've been working so hard on, and it's like you finally like get to see what it's like to pay off.
The excitement of the performance stretched much farther than anyone was expecting. As of March 2017, YouTube videos of both performances have each accumulated over 50,000 views.
We are amazed, and we're just really thankful how the Blue Valley North community is so like accepting of like different cultures and just cheering for the diversity, so thank you for that.
To K-pop Club, thank you for showing us what it means to come together despite our differences and celebrate the multitude of awesome cultures within our world. So, are you ready for next year?
My name is Truman Ye, and I am the co-founder of Freezing Moon. How do you roll ice cream? You use a cold plate, which is minus 16 degrees, and you pour the liquid on top of the cold plate, and you mix it with the ingredient, chop it up, and you make it become a sheet, and then you roll it up. My favorite thing about rolling ice cream is that everything is fresh. There's no preservative, no chemical. It's a ice cream that is formed right in front of your eyes. We want to serve every kid the best experience that they can have. So we do these free ice cream days. Usually it's every other week or a few times a month, basically. That we have a schedule of time that we'll give out free ice cream for 2-3 hours, so that the people who cannot afford the ice cream, if they're willing to wait, they can come in line and then they can still get ice cream and get the experience. And that's something that I want to do from childhood. I grew up on poverty and we cannot afford much of the things. The sticky notes and the pictures on the wall, we want to get the community involved. We want to get the customer involved with the interaction. So we thought that it would be a good idea that while they're having the ice cream, they can take a selfie of themselves or take a selfie with families and stick it on, and a memory. This become a very satisfying experience for both us and them. We want to be heavily involved in the community. And if there is anything that you need a fundraising or any kind of event, Freezing Moon is more than happy to help. Alrighty, thank you.
As you know, BVN, great news! We have a dirt pile. Get ready for some great times playing on that baby and keeping a defensive position in case Northwest's aggressive expansion continues. And something gives me the feeling that we may have a Varsity King the Hill team coming soon. I really like big piles of things. It doesn't really matter what, but this just makes me so excited. We arranged to talk to a foreman to see exactly what is going on with a fantastic new addition to the North Athletic Department.
Nah, B. Unfortunately, you're mistaken. That's gonna be a soccer field. Be a soccer field. Be a soccer field. Be a soccer field.
We asked to speak to his boss and administration, but they all seem to be under the impression that the dirt pile is temporary, so we won't include any of that here. I have already begun doing my part by sacrificing small rodents to the dirt pile to keep it appeased. If the dirt pile gets angry, our funding gets cut, and you know what that means, North. No more money for dirt pile maintenance, and it's a slippery slope from there to godless communism.
A guide to the perfect strike with AJ Miller and the girls' bowling team. The perfect companion. The perfect ball is not one with just pretty colors, but one that is not too heavy and not too light. A good rule is a pound for every 10 of your weight, so 14 equals 140. Ready to roll. To begin, have feet aligned in a parallel position. Bring the ball in both hands to the front center of the torso. Walk the talk. Begin walking. The number of steps is individual to each person. The range is on average 6 to 8 steps. Bringing it back. As you are walking, begin extension from the shoulder, and then continue to extend from the elbow. Go time. Now it's time for the big launch. The forearm rotation is key. When preparing for release, make sure the thumb is facing upwards to the floor and the thumb is parallel. Final countdown. Plant feet firmly and release the ball. Now sit back and watch it roll. Plan for the next bowl and celebrate.
Hey Mustangs, one of the best things about taking classes in the 400 hallway is the opportunity for collaboration. Check out this cool project between the graphic design room and the intensive resource class.
My superhero is a teenage girl who was swept away by the wind monsters, or demons, as a baby. She was raised by the gods of the wind.
My superhero is just a car, just a four-door car like my dad's.
My superhero is a whale, so I shoot stuff out his blowhole, so it's like,
I originally got this little teddy bear circuit kit in the mail, and I put that together and I thought it was really cool. So I met with the librarian, Miss Cornelius, and she happened to have a book that had a project that was almost identical. And so we decided that we wanted to do this project. We wanted to figure out a way to get it into multiple levels of the curriculum. So we started with graphic design and decided that it would be an awesome project to kind of superpower things that are sometimes seen as disabilities. And so we were able to incorporate the intensive resource classes.
So we've been meeting up with kids in the peer tutoring room, and they described their ideal superhero, and so we're going to create them. We've been meeting up with them to get feedback, kind of like what exactly they want. We've been doing a bunch of sketches of ideas for it, and now we're making them real.
Anytime we get together with our partners in 602 and have conversations about the project, I think that's the best part.
I think the fun part is when we collaborate with the students in 602.
Just the whole project, I think, has been a challenge, not knowing the outcome, not knowing if this was even going to work, and so kind of the suspense of that.
Sewing this and making it into like a stuffed animal or like superhero will probably be the hardest part.
I'm excited to see if they like it.
I'm excited for Mac to see it, and I'll see if he gets excited about it.
I'm excited to see how they react, if it meets their expectations. I hope it does.
Now, we've been told since elementary school that cheating is very bad and that we should never do it. Now I'm here to tell you the best ways to cheat, and also how to spot it. A normal water bottle, right? Wrong! It is filled with academic dishonesty. Observe the label. What one clever, academically dishonest student has done is write the answers to his test on the inside. What's this enterprising young student doing? He's reading the material that will be on the test beforehand, carefully putting the answers in his brain where nobody will notice them. Then he engages in the most academically dishonest act of all, looking at the answers in his brain during the test, going completely undetected. Disgusting. What do you think this student is doing? A, tying his shoes, B, getting ready to dance on the table, or C, engaging in academic dishonesty? Is this student stretching a normal rubber band? No, he is stretching the laws of academia. We cannot tolerate unorthodox uses of rubber bands in our schools.
Seniors, welcome to adulthood. Gone are the days of school lunch, math Excel, and schoolyard bullies. Unfortunately, you will face other challenges, some big and some small. You will fail again, again, and again. Fortunately for you, though, failure is the first step towards success, and you will succeed. Again, 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 and again. So get out there, you adults. Start failing. Okay.
So, can you tell me what's happened?
As of next year, Writers Workshop will no longer be offered as a class here at Blue Valley North. Because there is a lack of funding in the state for schools, the decision has to be made, well, what do we put that money into? Because this is an elective class and not a required one, and because of the change in finances, Writers Workshop will no longer be offered.
So can you describe to me what we do in Writers Workshop?
Mrs. Whitfield will give you a prompt, and you have the freedom to do whatever you want with that prompt.
We don't have any restrictions on it. It doesn't matter how short it is. You can have even a one-sentence piece. You can have a 3-page piece.
Somebody will start reading out loud, and for the most part, we're just captivated.
Usually Mrs. Whitfield will give you feedback and ask like what inspired you and like why you wrote what you wrote and like what it means to you. To know that future classes won't get this opportunity, it just really makes me upset.
I couldn't believe something that had such overwhelming participation and was enjoyed so thoroughly by everyone could be canceled.
The day that I found out that Writers' Workshop would no longer be offered was a hard one. And it was important to me that my students know how much I respect their abilities, and also that no matter what, they would take time to write.
When you're in Writers' Workshop and you get that time and you get that direction that you need to do something that is completely your own, it's very liberating.
With how things have been lately, you know, for minorities and stuff, it's like, it's an even better way for me to express myself and my feelings without feeling like someone's gonna judge me or like look down on me.
I don't really like to talk a lot about my feelings and stuff to other people, so writing is just kind of one of those things that helps me release some of that stress that I have.
Can you describe to me Miss Whitfield as a teacher?
Miss Whitfield as a teacher is honestly the best.
She's always going to be there for every one of her students, like no matter what's going on.
She creates this really nice and welcoming atmosphere in her room, and it's not everyone can do that.
I want them to believe in themselves as being creative people. I want them to have a story to tell and to keep telling those stories. We all have them.